Hello everybody, it is the Rolling Radish back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks for this new game I found called The Forge. And I'm sorry I've been gone for such a long time. I completely forgot about my channel honestly, and I've had a bunch of other things to do, but today we're here and back, and let's get going. So first of all, you obviously just want to follow the guide. I should probably turn the sound down a bit. There we go. So in this game you need to, as he says, you need to gather ores to make weapons and armor to try and help yourself survive, to get more ores to make more weapons and armor. So hopefully we will be able to do this. So we've got our race rerolls here, and in a second I'll do them, but for now let's just do this. So first of all, currently there's only one code active, but as soon as you join the game you want to enter the codes. At this current point this is the only code. When I enter it, as you can see down there, 5 race rerolls, and with them I'll be able to get a race. So we can go to the shop just to get instantly to the race menu, and the best races you really want in the early game are probably Dwarf, Angel and Demon, as Angel and Demon are good for movement and damage I think, and Dwarf is just really good for mining, since that's what I have on my main account. I think you can also use the legendaries, but I don't think Minotaur's very good because I had it once and I wasn't that big of a fan of the buffs it gave. And then I also recommend, if you get Goblin, keep it for a while because it will just help you afford some of the newest stuff a lot earlier. And if you have some money and you want to buy something, it will just speed up the process quite a bit. So let's reroll, see if we can get a good race. Elf isn't too good, so I'm probably just going to keep re-rolling. And if you get a good race before you... like this. If you get a good race like this, you want to save the rest of your re-rolls until you're level 30, because that allows you to then use them later to try and get a second race. So I'm not really going to be re-rolling Dwarf. As you can see, the height doesn't do anything, and the 5% movement speed isn't that bad, but the mining damage, the better forge and even more mining damage is just really OP, especially for early game. So we've got to mine 6 pebbles. So let's get this. First of all though, you want to get all the quests you can. Like this guy with the guitar, you want to get his guitar. And then if you head just up here, you can find this guy, I think his name is Tom or something, or Tomo. And if you accept his quest, you can't do it very quickly. It's more of a late game quest, but it will eventually come in handy. So yeah, give me the quest. And we can't do this until almost the end of the game. So if you want to keep it off there, you can just go into quests, Lost Cat, and untrack it. And then finally, we probably want to go just down here into the mines and just accept these 2 guys' quests over here, because it will just give you extra passive income. And I missed out on doing this on my main account when I first started, and I missed out on some extra XP and money. So yeah, you can get that one, which is pretty easy, and then you can get this one, which is just a couple zombies, which you will just complete over time. And you can do these over and over again, so if you complete it, I'd highly recommend just redoing it. And quickly before we start the intro, I think it's just here you want to come, because you can fall down here and get the Bard's guitar to go redeem it to him. And when you do that, you'll get some extra XP, I think. So first of all, we obviously want to mine some pebbles and try and get some good ores. yeah, and if you're enjoying my new videos or want to see more of my channel, because I'm hopefully going to be uploading a bit more now, please like and subscribe, baby. It'll just help me out as well. And now that we've got our resources, we want to head back to the surface and do some forging. But first, I think I'll just mine this rock because it's on the way. You can also dash if you press Q on PC. I'm not sure about mobile. So on our way there, let's just hand in our quest to the bard quickly. And we got a bunch of levels and 1,000 almost instantly, so that'll be pretty good. And now for the forging, we probably just want, for our weapon, we probably just want to chuck our best ores in, which it'll only give us a dagger, but it's not that bad. So the trick for this bit is you just want to move your mouse up and down as fast as possible. And then for this bit, it's as simple as just trying to keep it inside here. And then for this last bit, this is really just a case of just practice makes perfect, because there's no real trick to it. You just need to click at the right times. And I didn't do too bad there, but it's probably not going to be masterwork. Maybe 90%. Oh no, masterwork, pretty good. And then let's just forge one more weapon, so let's put everything in. Hope we can get a straight sword. Probably won't though. Oh, we did get, I think, better dagger. I'm not sure though. Yeah, that's not going to be very good. At least we can sell it for some decent money though. Oh no, still masterwork. But still not very good. So now we've got our weapon, we obviously just want to follow the tutorial, equip the best one. And then also you want to go in your index and just claim all this, because it will give you a little bit of money and XP, especially when you get onto the Forgotten Kingdom and Goblin Cave. So we're already level 6, which is pretty high for the early game. And another thing is, while you're mining in the cave, if you get an ore called bananite, like it looks like a banana, keep it, because that will be useful for later. Deal. And then it wants us to purchase our first pickaxe. So I can honestly I might just save up and go straight for the gold one, because that is one of the best ones here. Or that is the one I ended on my main account, at least in this area. So I might go just try and complete this quest quickly to just get the gold one. So we just want 3 zombies, which should be not too hard if we can find them. In the early game against zombies, you can really just stand here and spam your mouse. It's these minor zombie things you want to watch out for. Let's go for this one. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm dead. Never mind. I'll just head back there and we can kill the last zombie. So I'd highly recommend, just as soon as you can get into this second world, not going straight away, because I'd either recommend grinding for 30 of the ore called Bananite for a quest later on, or getting 10,000 so you can instantly afford the first pickaxe. Because I was stuck for quite a while in the next area because I didn't have a strong enough pickaxe to mine the good ores, and that was taking about 25-ish hits to mine the smallest ores I could. So yeah, you really want to just save up. Oh, wrong one. See one? Yeah, you can just redeem this quest. Not enough money. I should have an ore or two to sell. So I'll go sell this copper and hope I get 5. So you can sell your ores to this guy. Normally it's not worth it really to sell your ores, but when you don't really have anything else to sell, or like in the first world when you don't have any other way of making good money because you can't get many ores, it's more worth it just to sell to him. I'm not sure if I have to buy the bronze, but I'll just buy the gold. Yeah, we have to buy the bronze. Hopefully selling our old one and grinding for a bit more will give us enough though. Ooh, not much money. Okay, I will be right back when I have enough money to buy the pickaxe. And we have more than enough money to buy the pickaxe. So I'll just quickly do it. I obviously won't use it because I don't need to. But yeah. So, really, armor, you really don't need it in the early game. So you don't want to do this much. But if you are making armor, you want to put as many ores as you can in. Obviously I need to save enough to make one more piece. But the more ores you put in, the higher chance you have of getting like heavy armor and stuff, which really you don't want medium armor, you just want heavy armor when it comes to mid to late game. So you want to be collecting a lot of ores. It's probably medium leggings, I'm guessing. Or helmet. Yeah, medium helmet. So it is a masterwork, but only 3 defense is pretty bad. As on my other account, that's in like sort of the mid to late game, 3 medium things just don't cut it. Like 3 defense, just not enough. And I'm pretty sure heavy armor has like a minimum of 10 defense or something, so you can see why it's quite a bit better. Or at least I don't think I've ever got a heavy armor less than like 20 or something. We'll probably just sell this one. Actually, now that I look at it, I may as well just equip the little iron one because the big one sells for a lot more. Yeah. So obviously we want to sell more ores next, or no? Or the rest of our, or no, this, not more ores. Oh, whoops. So let's sell our helmet quickly. Yep. And then we should probably also sell our pickaxe, as in our old one. Yeah, that's another tip. Whenever you get a pickaxe, sell your old one because you'll make a good amount of the money back. As in, I almost got the whole amount back from this bronze pickaxe. So yeah. And now the iron one, I'll just purchase it and instantly sell it. So kill zombie, forge any, and get a bunch of ore. This quest shouldn't take too long, hopefully. So really all my tips for the early game currently are finished because we've done all the quests. So I think I'll be right back when I have my next tip or whatever. We are back after a bit more grinding, and this is our current kit. So when you're going for armor, so helmets, basically you want heavy helmets which look a bit like the medium helmets but a bit more fancy. And then this is base heavy armor that I currently have on. It comes from putting in about 30 materials. Oh yeah, and heavy helmets come from about 15 to 20, and leggings come from about 20 to 25, I think. Yeah, these are only medium leggings, but heavy leggings look like these, just slightly fancier. And my favourite weapons to use are katanas. They cost about 20, materials or ores, but they have a good mix of attack speed and damage. So on my main, I'm currently using a katana that hits like every half a second, but does 60 or so damage, so it's really good. But then I know some people also like gauntlets or heavy swords. Gauntlets being 15 ores, and I think heavy swords or colossal swords being about 30, which are good picks. But I just find katanas the best. But it's completely up to your choice. And now we're at the quest with the enchanter. So for the enchanter, really what I like to do with my equipment is just until I get to sort of level maybe 30 or 35, I'll enchant it to level 3. But when I start getting higher, I'll probably go for a bit more, like maybe when you can get 2 rune slots or so. Yeah, and then with the rune maker over here, you want to craft some runes. So I'm just going to put it on my sword. And you're really looking for runes like this with 2 effects. So when I add that, obviously, yeah, that's going to add burn and something else to my sword, which also gives it a cool effect. So now that we've completed the quests here, it'll ask us to go speak to the wizard to get an item called the portal. And with this portal, you are able to teleport to the next world. Sorry, I'm doing this. I'm just claiming everything quickly. And then the wizard is just from the sensei. You just walk straight to the left, go up this path, and into like a fancy building. And as you can see, I've got 6,000, so I'm not going to bother buying the platinum pickaxe. You really want to just save for the cobalt pickaxe in the next world. And then if you talk to this guy, he'll go blah 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 blah. And then you'll get the portal. So you want to head back to the sensei over here. Yeah, and then I'm going to show you probably the most efficient spots to grind in this game, as in get a bunch of ores, finish all the quests and stuff, or at least get far in them. Oh yeah, we need to talk to the sensei in the new kingdom, the forgotten thing. So with this quest line here, basically this new area is probably the biggest place. So you can either first of all, the first quest I want you to accept is when you go down there, you can obviously speak to the sensei, but if you turn just to the right, you can get a quest from him, which is a daily quest, which just wants you to buy a bunch of ores. Or no, not buy, mine a bunch of like ore veins and rocks and stuff. And then, if you swim out, this is why you need bananite. If you swim out over here, just over to this rock, as you'll see in a second. Let me just get up here. There's this guy called the monkey, and he's hungry, so he wants you to give him bananite. So if you give him 30, I think he'll give you somewhere between like 10,000 and 25,000 money, which is a bunch. So definitely worth it. Or if you have a good enough pickaxe to one-shot the rocks in the first world, just go round, run around for a bit, one-shot all the rocks until you have your 30 bananite. Might take 10, 15, 20 minutes, but not too long. And then the next thing is you can use this cannon, obviously. And on the way up here, just down there, there'll also be an elf guy. I think you can just see him in the top of my screen there. He wants you to collect a rare ore called Fireite, but that's for a later time. Then if you accept this guy's quest, basically you just need to go to the first world, buy a potion, give it to him. This guy, you just need to kill a bunch of mobs. This guy, you also need to kill a bunch of mobs, and that's basically what you want to grind. So, first of all, look, as you can see, I'm struggling quite a bit against this skeleton. So, in the meantime, when you first get here, you really want to grind in this area, breaking these rocks if you don't have the cobalt pickaxe. And then, it takes quite a while, but if you have the dwarf race, it will speed it up. And you just need to mine all these rocks, basically. And this is the first grinding spot. And then when you get a bit more confident, like you can kill the skeletons, you can survive axe skeletons, I'd recommend you come just down here and then just in this hallway here. Because only 1 or 2 skeletons spawn here, and most of the time it's either the really weak ones or the axe skeletons, which if you can deal with them, is not too hard. And then the next place is if you just come straight down here and then turn to the right here, a bunch of rocks spawn here, so this is where you can grind. As you can see, a bunch of people are doing it here now. And you can also farm these death axe skeletons down here, so it's pretty good. And then the final area is if we just go straight back up to the top. This is more of a late game area, so when you've sort of got like late game pickaxes, like demon pickaxe, the magma pickaxe, and the angel pickaxe or whatever it is. But you can also grind here if you just want to look for a place to kill some high level mobs to get some mob drops. So you'll just come round here, and if you come just to the right here, you can mine down in here, which is also a good AFK spot, but I'm not sure if you can see, but if I zoom in, there's like a bunch of magma stuff and elite skeletons down there. And then the final place is, I'm not sure how high you'd class this place, because I haven't really been, I could just get through. Yeah, I haven't been here on my main account, but there are quite a few death axe skeletons and quite a few big veins. So this is probably quite a high level place. So I'd probably recommend grinding here if you're at the level where you can deal with death axe skeletons, but you want big ore veins. And I'll just let myself die to this guy quickly. Yeah. So, well, just before we go, the most efficient way to make money here is just gather a bunch of little like ores, 30 at a time, craft them into heavy armor and sell it. That will give you quite a lot. But anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If it's helped you, please leave a like and subscribe. Comment maybe any game suggestions, anything you want to see me do. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Thank you.